Good afternoon and welcome back to Breaking Bread. I thank you for tuning into my channel. And before we get started, I'd just like you to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell and the notifications and all those things so that I can keep you informed on what's going on my channel. So today, as you guys always know, on Breaking Bread, we cook, we laugh, we have fun, we eat, we hang out. And today we're gonna make 3 different salads in honor of summer, and the day I'm filming is National Avocado Day, so we will be incorporating an avocado dish. Since it's summer, that's one of the things that we like to do is to have salad, because salads are easy, they're fun, you can use them at a barbecue, they don't take a lot of cooking time, and they don't use the oven or hot, so it kind of keeps your house a little bit cooler. So we're gonna go through 3 easy summer salads that are gonna be fun, light, and delicious. So the first salad we're doing is gonna be an avocado tomato cucumber salad. And like I said, it's avocado day, so we got 2 nice ripe avocados. We're gonna first just core the avocado. So you kind of just easily go around your avocado like so. And we're gonna break the avocado open, and we're just gonna remove the pit over the marge. Then we're gonna take the second avocado and do the same. You have to be really careful doing this because there is a such thing as avocado hand, where you can cut your fingers with the avocado. And I'm gonna open up the second avocado. Set. Now this is what I like to do with the avocados, is I like to grab a spoon, because the spoon is a little less risk, so to eliminate the avocado hand situation, we take a spoon and we just kind of go around the edges of the avocado, and we'll just empty it back onto our cutting board, and we'll just discard the peel. I love avocados, and like I said in one of my previous videos, I'm also a nurse, and I love to think of food as medicine. So one of the really cool things about avocado is it's really high in omega-3s, which is an acid fats that are good for your heart health, brain development. So not only is it delicious, it's healthy. Now once we get rid of all the avocado, I'm just gonna grab a paper towel, clean my hands. And we're just gonna take the knife and we're gonna take the avocados and easily just dice them up nicely. Let me move my bowl over so you guys can see what I'm doing here. We're just gonna lightly slice the avocado. And this is 2 medium-sized avocados. There's no real technique to the slicing, because once we start mixing our salad, the avocados are gonna get kind of mashed anyway. So you just chop them up into kind of like medium-sized cubes, and then we're gonna add all of that to our salad bowl. Okay, now we have 2 medium-sized avocados diced in the bowl. We're gonna add some chopped red onion. Now, I don't really like big chunks of onion when it's in a salad, so I try to slice it very thin. And we're gonna do about 1/4 of a medium red onion. So this was half. I took about half of that and sliced it. I'll set the other half aside, and then we'll just really finely dice this onion. Onion is one of those things, you either love it or hate it. So some people really love onion and they put it in everything, and I'm that person. But my husband's the complete opposite. He kind of really would avoid onion if he could. So I try to make it small enough that even the onion haters can still eat the salad. So we get a nice finely dice on this. It's about 1/4 of a medium red onion, and then we'll add it to the bowl right on with our avocado. Okay, the next thing we're gonna add is a cucumber. So I have a half a cucumber here. I'm gonna cut it in half, and the salad that we're making right now will serve about 6. Now the two halves, I cut the half of the cucumber in half and I peeled off some of the skin. I like to leave some on. And like I said, when I talk about food as medicine, the peels of the vegetables usually carry most of the nutrients. So I try to leave some of that in. And we're gonna dice this cucumber. And then the same with the other half. In half. And then we're gonna just go right across. Cucumber is definitely one of those seasonal vegetables. So summer, cucumbers are in abundance. You can buy them and add them to pretty much anything. I love it. Actually add that to the bowl next. And the great thing about this too, it's like a one bowl, not so much mess all over, not a lot of different pots and pans. Just one bowl, you add everything in. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna take some nice small grape tomatoes. These are actually pretty large for a grape tomato. Take about one full container of grape tomatoes, and we're gonna just cut them in half and then in half again. If the smaller ones, you don't have to cut them in half all the way. Just half once, not to both, but the larger ones, you're gonna go in half and then in half again. Like I said, I think I talk about this in all my shows, is that the reason why my show is called Breaking Bread is because I consider this like family time with my friends. Usually I'm always entertaining, so food to me brings back like all these warm memories, and it's a way to entertain and get together with friends. Right now, my daughter's actually my cameraman / producer, so she's actually a part of my show, so it's a way for us to bond and break bread and hang out. After it's over, we all sit around, eat the food. I invite people over. And like, so the days I film, you know, everybody loves it because they can come over, we can hang out, and we can all eat and have fun. Now add the tomato to the bowl also. Okay, so now this is the last ingredient that I'm actually gonna add to the bowl, and then the rest will be part of our dressing. So we're gonna take like a nice little bunch of cilantro. I love cilantro, especially when I'm making more Tex-Mex or South American meals. I love tacos. Cilantro goes very well in all those, but cilantro also goes very well with avocado, kind of like that guacamole feel. So I'm gonna roll this avocado, you know, maybe like 5 or 6 sprigs of cilantro, and then I'm gonna chop it up here on this board. So once we do that, we're gonna chop up all the cilantro, nice fine chop. Very, very, very fine chop. And then we're gonna take this avocado, we're gonna go add half to our salad bowl, and then the other half we're gonna reserve later for when we make our dressing. So this is everything that we needed for the salad portion. Now we're just gonna make the dressing. So in here we have avocado, tomato, cucumber, and cilantro and red onion. So those are the 5 things that we need in here. And now we're gonna reserve the rest of our cilantro that we chopped, and we're gonna move on to making the dressing for this salad. Now for the dressing, I'm gonna go and grab a couple ingredients that I have like prepared here. I have a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1½ tablespoons of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of garlic, and 2 teaspoons of honey. So now I'm gonna add the vinegar to my olive oil. And then I'm going to go ahead and add these 2 tablespoons of honey. Let me grab a spoon. 2 tablespoons of honey will go in next. And then the 1 teaspoon of garlic will go in after that. And then we're just going to grab our rest of our cilantro that we chopped earlier and add that in. We're going to do a nice mix on all of that. I like to get it nice and combined. And then once all of those things are combined, we're gonna take a nice lime, 1 small lime, and we're just gonna juice it right over the bowl. I like to try to make sure we don't get any seeds or anything. It seems like limes nowadays don't even have seeds. I don't know what they're doing, genetically modifying the limes, but we're gonna squeeze this really good in there, and then the other half. So that's just 1 whole lime that we're using. The juice of 1 whole lime. And then we'll just take the spoon and stir. 1 last stir. And then we're gonna pour, and we're gonna drizzle that all over our salad. right over the top. The final thing we're gonna do, 2 last steps. We're gonna salt and pepper to taste. I don't usually measure my salt and pepper, but if I had to give you a measurement, I'd say teaspoon of each. Salt, teaspoon of pepper. Add that in. And then you're gonna just give your salad a really nice mix. That looks delicious. Like I said in the beginning of the show, we're gonna make 3 different salads today. So this is our first salad. This is avocado salad with cucumber and tomato. Give that a nice stir, get everything nice and coated. And then we're gonna move this right over to the refrigerator and we're gonna let that chill for about 1 hour. So if you're having a barbecue or family over, once you get it all mixed up, then you're just gonna bring it over to your refrigerator. So make sure you do it early enough that you have time for it to chill for 1 hour. Put that in my refrigerator. And then we'll move on to our next salad. Okay, so for our next salad, we're gonna do, like I said, we're doing 3 different salads. We started with the avocado tomato cucumber salad, and now we're moving on to a potato salad. Now, if you don't know, you know, in most African American cultures, the potato salad is the star of the show at the barbecue or the event or anything. The potato salad is, you know, whoever brings the best potato salad is the winner. So we're gonna definitely, you know, really feature this dish. I added a few ingredients that are gonna kind of just spruce it up a little bit, so it's not the traditional potato salad per se. You know, you're never allowed to add raisins to the potato salad. That's a black joke. You know, the white people add the raisins to the potato salad. No offense to my white viewers, but raisins don't go in potato salad. Everybody, you know, let me know. You comment below in the chat box whether you think raisins can go in potato salad, because it's a running joke in the black community that raisins don't go in the potato salad. So you let me know what your thoughts in the comments. What's the worst thing you've ever tasted in a potato salad? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so I have pre-boiled about 6 medium potatoes, and we're just gonna chop them up and we're gonna add them to a bowl right over here on the side. So I just like to half them. You wanna kind of cube it, because once you start mixing, they're gonna kind of fall apart. So you don't want them too small from the beginning. So you kind of cube them like so. I cube these potatoes like so. Like I said, you don't want the potatoes too small, because when you start mixing, the potatoes fall apart. So we're gonna, and make sure your potatoes are cooled. After you boil them, you peel them, you boil them, and then you let them cool for about 35 minutes before you start chopping. It just makes the process just a little easier. And it helps them not fall apart so quickly. When they're really hot, they fall apart a lot easier. So we're gonna just continue on the chopping of the potatoes. This is about 6 large potatoes, and we're making salads that will serve about 6. So if you're gonna have more than 6 people, of course you're gonna have to add more than what we're using here. If you're gonna have less than 6 people, you can have less. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add these potatoes to the bowl. And we're gonna chop our next ingredient, which is gonna be celery. I have some small pieces of celery here. If you were to add them all together, it would be 1 stalk of celery. Now, I love the flavor that celery gives, but not a lot of people like very textured salads when it comes to potato salad. So as I said with the red onion, I also do the same thing with the potato salad, and I chop them very finely. So then you get the flavor, but you don't get these large chunks of the celery in your salad. If you see any mishaps on the editing, if you can blame my daughter. Like I said, we started this channel together so that we could have a time to bond. We're going to add the celery to our bowl. And we're going to move along here with our next ingredients. We have 2 hard-boiled eggs, and we're going to chop those up nice and small to go into our potato salad. I pre-boiled these eggs ahead of time just so you didn't have to sit and watch water boil. So we got that going. We chop those up. Nice rough chop on the eggs. I'm gonna add 2 eggs, and like this is the amount, like I said, for a serving for 6. If you're gonna have more than 6, you gotta double the numbers. This was supposed to be a barbecue. Like I said, well, the days that I'm filming, I do try to invite people over to eat my food, or I give it away, or you know, I try to enjoy the time with my friends. But it started raining, so we had to bring our barbecue inside. So we're gonna still do the salads, and I'm actually gonna do a bonus at the end of the show and do some burgers, but we're gonna have to grill them inside. So I'm gonna add some red onion. I'm gonna very, very thinly slice the red onion. This is 1/4 of a medium red onion. I used another quarter in the avocado salad, so now we're up to half a red onion, and we've made 2 salads. So you don't need a lot. It's a very small amount, just to add some flavor. Red onion just gets a little bit sweeter than yellow onion, so I just like to add red onion to my salads. I like it very, very, very small. Like I said, I don't want to offend people who don't like onions, so I just chop a little bit, very fine, just to get the flavor. Onion's one of my favorite things. I put onion in everything, which could be good, could be bad. If you have acid reflux, you might have to cut back on the onions. Comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as my daughter teaches me how to use the YouTube. All right, so now we have all the vegetables that we need chopped. We have potato, not tomato, celery, onion, and egg in the bowl. And now this is my secret ingredient to the potato salad. This is something that you don't normally see in potato salad, but it reminds me of like ordering the loaded baked potato at like Fridays or Applebee's or something like that. So I add bacon. It's already pre-cooked. I just cooked about 5 slices of bacon, and I'm gonna chop them up real small, and I'm gonna add that to my potato salad. I think it just gives it a depth of flavor, and it's just something different that you don't see every day in potato salad. I mean, I've seen loaded potato salad in the past. I don't add everything that they add, but I do like the bacon. Changing it up a little bit than your traditional everyday potato salad. So I like to chop that up in there, get that all ground up. You want small pieces so they stay like bite size while you're eating the salad. Like I said, this is served 6. This is 5 slices of bacon cooked. If you're gonna make more for more people, you're gonna have to add more bacon. You want to get it where it's just crispy enough that it's going to be able to withstand the dressing and the mayonnaise and everything else without becoming too soggy. So when you're cooking it, just know, make it just slightly crispy. Add that bacon into the bowl. And now the rest is just really dressing your salad. When I dress my salad, I like to add mayonnaise. This is 9 tablespoons, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not for this amount of potatoes. And then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of whole grain Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of red pepper relish, which is over here, and 1 tablespoon of sweet pickle relish. All of that added, and we're just gonna mix. So I'm gonna be sitting here mixing, and then I'll be back in a few minutes to show you the final result. Okay, now we have this nice and incorporated, the mayonnaise, the relish, the red pepper relish, all incorporated nicely into the salad. And I'm gonna go ahead and just add a couple of seasonings and then continue to mix. This is just 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we're gonna salt and pepper. And like I said, I always salt and pepper to taste because everybody's preference is different. But if I had to estimate, I would say 1 teaspoon of each. And then we'll just continue to mix. You want to get the seasonings nicely and incorporated into the salad. And now we're done. Our potato salad's ready, and we're gonna go ahead and move that over to the refrigerator. Like I said, you wanna refrigerate all the salads for about 35 to 40 minutes before you're gonna serve so that they're nice and chilled. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one to my refrigerator. And then we're gonna move on to our third and final salad, which is gonna be a pasta salad. Thank you, and we're back with some pasta salad for our third salad. We pre-cook the pasta ahead of time, so you cook it al dente. This is a vegetable pasta, but you can use any pasta that you'd like. You rinse it and you let it cool before we begin. I'm gonna add as much pasta as I need to my bowl, and then I'm gonna set the rest of the pasta aside. You can make 2 salads out of that. We can, you know, my backstage crew made a little too much pasta, but it's fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients to our pasta salad. So first I'm gonna add a little cucumber. This one has already been rinsed and semi-peeled. And I'm just gonna dice it and I'm gonna add it to my pasta salad. This is a half a cucumber, and the salad that we're making is gonna serve 6. So now we have cucumber, and then I'm gonna go right on ahead on the same cutting board, and I'm gonna cut these cherry tomatoes in 4. Today we kind of went through 3 of the staple salads that you could have at a barbecue, but they also like added a few things that kicked it up a notch so it wasn't so plain and basic. So you could be the star of the show if you have to go to someone else's barbecue and bring a salad, or if you're hosting your own barbecue and you need to bring a salad. These are 3 really good options. All right, so now we have a nice amount of tomatoes and cucumbers chopped, and I'm gonna go and add them to the bowl with the pasta. And then this is one thing that you don't normally see in a pasta salad, but I really like it, and it's zucchini. It just gives you another vegetable and another like depth of flavor to your pasta salad. So I'm gonna slice it's a half a zucchini, and I'm gonna slice each half into 4 strips. And then I'm gonna slice it the short ways across. So you have a nice diced zucchini. Dice the zucchini. And I'm going to go ahead and add that also to our bowl. Our bowl is looking so delicious over here, so healthy. All these vegetables, that's one thing I love about summer, is all the vegetables are available and they're delicious, so it's so healthy. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some scallions that I've already pre-chopped before we started. Grab my bowl here. I'm going to add the scallions. And then I'm going to go ahead and add, this is 2 teaspoons of parsley. And this is the secret ingredient, don't tell anyone, 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. 2 teaspoons, I'm sorry, Parmesan cheese. And then to dress our salad, we're gonna add some roasted red pepper vinaigrette. This is a prepared vinaigrette from the store. I did not make it myself. You can make your own vinaigrette in any way you like. You could use balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, white vinegar, similar to the vinaigrette we made earlier for the avocado salad that we made from scratch. But this is just a pre-made vinaigrette from the store. You can buy any brand or any flavor that you like. And then you're gonna just nicely toss your salad. Put it in here and just make sure all the noodles, all the vegetables get coated nicely with the dressing. And then that's it. This is the most simple one, and we're just gonna put this in our refrigerator and let it chill for about 40 minutes. Okay, so now we made 3 salads, which you can bring to any kind of barbecue or any family event. They're perfect summer staples. But now that we're done with the salads, we're gonna make burgers. Today I was gonna actually grill the burgers outside to show you my new grill, but it's raining, so I had to bring our barbecue inside. But we're gonna still do the same thing that I would normally do if I'm gonna put the burgers on the grill, but I'm just gonna do it in the house. And I have a grill pan that I use over there. I'm actually gonna start by just plugging in the grill pan here so that it can be getting heated while we're preparing the meat. All right, so now we're gonna prepare the meat for our burgers. I love homemade burgers. It's okay to buy the store-bought patties, but to me that you don't get to add your own depth of flavor. You don't get to do anything. They're kind of dry, they're kind of thin. So I like to get my own ground beef, or you could do this with ground turkey, whichever you prefer. And I like to add my own ingredients. So I have a bowl right here of some lean ground beef, already pre-thawed. And then I'm gonna chop 1/4 of a large white onion. Burgers are one of those things that any barbecue, burgers, hot dogs, you kind of can't go wrong. Everybody likes it, and now that there's so many variations of burgers, you can make veggie burgers, turkey burgers, chicken burgers. I mean, whatever meal plan or diet plan that somebody is on, you can find a burger that will suit their needs. I was vegan for a long time and vegetarian for a long time, so I got really good at the black bean burger. Maybe I'll do another video where I just show all different burgers, but that's one of my favorites, black bean and corn burgers. I'm gonna nicely dice this onion. I like it kind of small, just so that when I'm forming our burger patties, you don't get too big of chunks of onion in there. All right, now we're gonna add this diced onion to our bowl here, right on top of our ground beef. Burgers is also like a really simple thing. Not a lot of ingredients that you're gonna have to do. Now I'm gonna move the meat right here for a second. I added the onion, and then I'm gonna add a few other seasonings. This is Worcestershire sauce, so I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of like an all-purpose steak seasoning. The reason why I like this, because it's more coarsely ground, and when you're gonna throw something on the grill, you want a more coarse seasoning so that it doesn't get cooked away or burned off with the high heat of the grill. So I add 2 tablespoons of that. And then this is just a regular allspice seasoning, and it's 1 tablespoon of an allspice blend. Like I said, my favorite is Lawry's, but I'm all out. So this is just a generic allspice blend that I'm also gonna add. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, and then 1 squeeze of extra virgin olive oil. And then we're just gonna mix. I'm gonna throw on a pair of gloves that I have in here, because I just don't really want ground beef under my nails. So I'm gonna throw some gloves on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix. You wanna get in there really good, get a good mix, everything well blended. I'm gonna do something that I kind of stole this little trick from Rachel Ray, so I can't take credit. But she said one thing we used to learn, you used to take a piece of the ground beef off and like start forming your patties, and then you get to the end and you only have like 1 little piece left. So she said you spread it out and then you score it ahead of time before you form the patty, so then you have like even sections of the meat ahead, so that you don't have to wonder like how much meat I'm gonna have left at the end. So I'm gonna try to make this into about 6 burgers, and we're gonna see if we can do that evenly here. Well, we got 5 good ones here. We'll go ahead and add that in. So now we try to make 5 even pieces before you start forming your burger, so that you don't come to the end and not have enough. And you're gonna roll it into like almost like a giant meatball. This is also something that you can really get your kids involved. And then you put it down and you just kind of press. And then the same thing, you repeat that over again. You just roll it into a giant meatball, put it on your board, and then just press it down into a burger. Another thing I stole from Rachel Ray, well, I borrowed, transferred knowledge. I don't want to say stole, but you put it on your board, and then once you press it into the patty, if you put a dent in the middle of your burger, it doesn't shrink while it's grilling. I don't know why. I don't have the answers. You got to hit up Rachel Ray for that, but that's what she told me, and it really does work. Okay, so now I have formed all of our patties here, and we're going to go ahead and add our burgers to the grill. We got a nice hot grill. You know it's hot when you just put them in there and hear that nice sizzle. I like to grill 2 at a time. Burgers are one of those things, kind of like a steak, gets a preference. Do you like them really well, medium well, rare? But I don't like to go rare. They say a safe grilling temp is 160 degrees. So you definitely, if you have a meat thermometer, you want to go with that. Like, test your burger temp to see if it's at a safe grilling temperature, because you don't want any illnesses. You don't want to be the barbecue where everybody got sick. So make sure you check the temperature of your burger, and it should be at around 160 degrees for it to be a safe temperature. You're going to just let them sit on each side. You want to grill about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. I like to do the first side with no lid, and then when I flip it over after this 3 minutes, then I'm going to put the lid. And then I leave the lid on for the second 3 minutes, and then I let it lid off again for 2 more minutes. So the whole cook time for my burgers is about 10 minutes. It's about 3, and then 2, so that's really 8 minutes for the burgers. A little more, a little less, depending on how you like your burgers, rare or medium or anything like that. Okay, so this is the end of our show, and we can see the burgers that we made and all 3 salads. So whenever you're having a summer barbecue, you just can pull out any of these recipes and it will be easy and fun and fresh, and that's it. So here's the salads, here's the burgers, enjoy.